Hey guys, it's Marissa. Welcome to my channel. It's definitely been a minute since I posted a video, but I created the Kim Kardashian Met Gala makeup look over on my Instagram page, and a lot of people were asking questions about it and wanted to know how I did it. It's that kind of infamous halo eye that goes a little bit higher up. So I did want to recreate it. It was that kind of wet glam look, which is what we're going for today. So I will show you guys how I did it if you just keep on watching, and let me know in the comments what you want to see next. Bye! Hey guys, so the first thing I'm doing is just adding a serum to my skin. I will list all the products down below. Next is MAC Strobe Cream in Goldlite. This just gives a really nice wet look to the skin, and it's not too sparkly, so I really like using this under my makeup. And then of course some Fix Plus for some extra hydration. For my brows, I'm going for just kind of like a soft but defined brow, if that makes sense. So I'm just using a brow pencil by MAC, and this is in the shade Spiked. I'm just outlining my brows, and then I do go in and clean them up after with some concealer. So for carving out my brows, I really like to use Prolongwear concealer by MAC. This is the shade NC25. It just really helps to kind of clean everything up, and it's not too thick, so I like that it doesn't feel heavy. I also bring this down onto my eyelids to help hide my discoloration, since I do have a lot of hyperpigmentation on my eyelids. So for the majority of the colors in this look, I did use the Jaclyn Hill palette, but there is a shade from MAC that I will tell you guys later on that I did use as well. So I'm just setting that base so it's not too sticky, and then you'll notice here that I'm patting in the colors. I'm just kind of placing the colors where I want them, just kind of like an outline before I go in with my darker colors. So that's all I'm doing here. Something important to note with this look is that you don't really need to put any color in the middle to attach the two sides. So as you can see, I'm patting on the inner corner and on the outer corner, but I'm not connecting them. So this is where I went into my MAC Cosmetics palette that I have. This is the shade Embark, and it's just a really nice rich brown. So I'm just deepening up the inner corners now that I've kind of made my markers as to where I want those colors to end up. So I'm just using those as a guideline, and I'm going over those colors. It's extremely important to blend throughout this entire process, because this whole look, it literally depends on blending and packing on color. So you're just kind of layering and layering to make it look really deep in the end. So it is kind of a process, but if you're patient, it will turn out really nice. So when you do blend, you tend to kind of blend away the work you just did, but that's totally normal, so don't freak out when you're doing it. Just keep blending, adding color, blending, adding color, and you'll see why in the end. So you'll notice that my brush angle has kind of changed here. It's now focusing almost in like a diagonal shape. And this is me dragging the excess product up into my brow, and that's what kind of creates that elongated halo eye. Now I'm taking that same Prolongwear concealer and I'm just dabbing this on the center where there's no shadow on both eyes, and then I go in with my finger to blend it. And here I'm just tapping off the excess, so it may look like I'm actually dipping in for more product on my hand, but I'm actually taking product off of my finger so that it looks a little bit more feathered out. And then I'm just blending the edges here so that it doesn't look like harsh lines where we put the concealer. Now I'm going in with the second shade in the Jaclyn Hill palette. Again, I'll have them all listed below. My brush is not wet here, so you can really see the pigment and how glowy these shadows really are. They're beautiful. So I'm just putting that in the center to create that halo eye, and then I do top it off after again. Now here I'm taking a really fluffy brush that actually doesn't have any product on it, and you'll see me kind of going over the lines even though I said you don't need to connect them. This I just found made it look a little bit more natural and like it was coming from within rather than just like a straight stripe down the middle of your eye. Just kind of softened the top part. This is my MAC Studio Fix Liquid Foundation. I'm just using this because it is medium to full coverage, and I found that Kim did have obviously a very flawless base. I like to mix it with face and body because it shears it out just a tiny bit, but my face and body is a little bit warmer, so I wanted to kind of make my skin look a little bit bronzier and glowier. So I did mix the two, and I'm just blending those in with my MAC 170 brush. Taking that same Prolongwear concealer, I'm just going underneath my eyes. This concealer has really nice coverage, and I do mix it with another concealer you'll see. It's just my e.l.f. Camouflage concealer. It's just a bit brighter, so I like to mix the two. Now this is a technique that I actually learned off of Nikki tutorials here on YouTube. You just start with blending your concealer at the bottom and then work your way up. This way you actually get more coverage out of your concealer because you're not blending downwards and taking all the concealer with you. This is just some Studio Fix powder foundation. Just gives kind of like a brightening effect to your skin, so I really like this one. And some matte bronze bronzing powder. I also use it as a contour, just depends on my skin tone at the time and if I'm tan or not. And this is just a contour kit. You can use any one that you like. I don't really have a preference, but I'm just deepening up that contour just to make it look a little bit more intense. And this is my favorite trick. I love going underneath my lip. It just kind of makes it look a little poutier. Taking some Warm Soul blush from MAC. It doesn't really have a ton of pigment to it. It's very just kind of glowy, almost bronzy, so I liked it for this look. And this is my favorite highlighter, you guys. This is Double Gleam by MAC, my all-time favorite highlighter. These lashes are amazing. They're new. They're by MAC Cosmetics as well. I did used to work there, guys. Sorry, I have a ton of MAC products that I like to use. But they are number 75 if you're interested. And then I decided I needed a little bit more color, so I just went in with Dainty Blush by MAC. And there you have it, guys. That is the finished look. Gives you a nice, wet, glowy makeup look and hair as well. I really love this look that Makeup by Mario created on Kim. It looked amazing. I hope you guys enjoy and I hope this helped. Thank you. Bye.